I've always been a fan of subscriptions, going all the way back to my Boys Life subscription that I had when I was a Cub Scout. I also had a subscription to Mad Magazine for a very brief while. Didn't really have a lot of other subscriptions, other than maybe the music subscriptions that I had when I was buying cassette tapes back in the day, and CDs for a brief while, through the catalogs. In fact, I was telling my girlfriend Diana this the other day, that's how I found out about Elton John. I was ordering cassette tapes thinking that I was buying the greatest hits for Billy Joel, and somehow in my head, oh yeah, this is the guy, piano, rock star, yeah, it's Elton John. So I got Elton John, I'm like, this doesn't sound like the guy I wanted, but he's pretty cool. So that's how I found out about Elton John and became a pretty big fan of his, thinking that he was Billy Joel, and he wasn't. We did not have the ability to, at least on a scalable level, share or listen to music. Certainly not like we could do today. But I've always been a fan of the subscriptions, if only because there's a chance to get greater discounts for the things that you need to do on a regular basis rather than doing them piecemeal, whether you're buying content or anything else. Since I do a lot of work in front of the computer, sometimes I will find myself really tensing up. In fact, my shoulder has been bothering me, not as much as when I went in to get a massage. And actually, my girlfriend did it, not to take away from the professional massage therapist, but I think my girlfriend did a fantastically better job. She always seems to find the knots, and then she pulls them out. Honey, I don't know if you've considered a career in massage therapy, but you'd be able to do very well at it.
I like doing just your back.
She likes just doing my back. Sorry, folks. I tried. I did. Don't blame a guy for trying. So, and Wickets. Wicket enjoys the massage, the dog. So, we've written an article on lockergnome.com, and you're welcome to pull it up. I'll do it as well in my browser here, and tweet it, +1 it, and share it on Facebook. Will 2012, this year, be the year of subscription-based services? I've got now a massage subscription, so I'll go in once a month to make sure that my arms can move regularly and I can get around and not become decrepit. It's coming. I know it's coming. The old man thing that every time you get out of there, you grunt. That's how you know. So I'm trying to keep that grunt at bay. I don't really have music subscription services, other than maybe Pandora, but I'm not really paying for it because I don't see the need to pay for it. In terms of the way we digest music, the worst thing we have to put up with is commercials. But we're getting it for free. Kind of saves money, that we can spend elsewhere. There are things that I'm willing to subscribe to and pay good money for. But there are things that I'm willing to subscribe to and save money on. We are now getting a Sunday paper here at the house. How much did I spend on that? It's a Sunday paper for a year. I think it was like $10 or something really cheap. And we figured we'd be able to pick out coupons from it. In fact, just today, I think you picked out a couple coupons that would more than cover the cost of the actual subscription. And that is where subscriptions are interesting to me. When I pay into something and know I'm getting far more out of it than what I'm paying into, it's an absolute value. I don't want to be nickeled and dimed to death, but I'm looking for those kinds of values. We're even looking at this for an upcoming service that may be launched within the next few days. Nomies. That's been the affectionate term that we came up with for our community. We're going to have a subscription model where I'm going to be able to do a certain set of things that should be valuable for you as people who enjoy the things that I do regularly, or the things that we do at Locker Gnome regularly, and do it for those of you who are paying a subscription, like an annual subscription. And with this is going to come like any kind of hardware and software deals that I can negotiate for you, potentially even some freebies that I'm not going to share anywhere else. Vlogs. Diane and I are talking about doing more personal things and sharing that just with the Know Me subscribers. If you want to get your question answered on a TLDR broadcast, Know Me's will automatically float to the top of the stack every day if you have questions as a Know Me. A private Facebook group, pretty much direct access to me, exclusive hangouts, exclusive deals, help with your business. An array of things that people ask me to do on a regular basis, we're wrapping into the subscription service at a rate that, well, you could pay me on an hourly basis, but paying me per hour individually, it would be more than what we'd be asking for on an annual basis. So obviously we're going to continue to do what we do anyway. We're just going to do something a little more special for those who become a Know Me subscriber. You'll be hearing more about that, I believe, within the coming days. Stay tuned for that. And people have been asking about it as well. And the idea is we'll be able to add even more value on top of what we're doing anyway for those people who are putting money on the line. And you might think, well, Chris, I'm your customer already. You are and you're not. You're an audience. You're certainly a part of the community. But there's really no transaction that takes place. No monetary transaction that takes place. And that really is the truer customer. So, in many ways, I want to see just how valuable our community believes the information that we have to share is. And I know so many of you ask me, Chris, I need help with a website. Chris, I need help with a business. Chris, I have an idea. I only have so much time in the day. I can only do so much. And I want to help. And I will help. But it's going to have to come to a specific group of people, because if I helped everybody in that level, I would never get anything done. I'd be helping everybody else, and then I'd be out on the street because I couldn't afford to pay the bills. So I think subscriptions can and do work. I pay into subscriptions. I quit subscriptions all the time, and I join them all the time, looking for unique value. If what I'm getting out of it is far greater than what I'm putting into it, I am so happy to stay a subscriber, to stay a paying member in a service. And we believe, as we've outlined in this article, completely unrelated to the Know Me's stuff that I was talking about, 2012 may very well be the year that subscription services come into prime play. How much will the Know Me subscription cost? It will be for a limited, I would say a limited time. We're going to have it at a discounted rate. I don't know what the price point's going to be yet, but you can pretty much guarantee it will be, you would pay more to talk to me on an hourly basis than you will for an entire year of pretty much the same access. That's the easiest way to put it. Trust me, we're going to jam-pack so much value in there, it's not even funny. And even if you said, well, Chris, I joined, but only if you did this, I may consider doing that to get you to join. Because I want, at the end of this year, I want to be able to have and brag that we have more subscribers, like paying subscribers, and we're able to have a business around paying subscribers and than we do with sponsorship, than we do with advertisers. I want the core of our business, I want the core of our customers to be you directly, and you have a chance to really have direct access to me beyond what I do anyway. How much content do we give on a daily basis? 8 articles today on lockergnome.com, 10 videos with the same content on youtube.com. How much value do we provide you today? And think about what you would get beyond that. So even if you saw what we do today as valuable, that should be more than enough. To add on top of that, hopefully you will see the value. And if not, then the subscription service isn't for you. Me, I've always been a fan of subscriptions. I don't think they're going away anytime soon. Sure, you're going to have your own thoughts, and if you haven't already shared them, you're more than welcome to in a comment here, or just read the blog post. We put it there for a reason. We wrote it for a reason, to get your thoughts. And if you like what we have to say, even if you don't like what we have to say, throw it out there to your community. Link back to it. Share it. +1 it. Like it. We appreciate those gestures, even if you never pay a dime. Honestly, trust me, sharing the information that we share with you is certainly more than enough.